Yeah.
Okay guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for returning. If you are a second, third, whatever, if you're returning, thank you for returning. If you're new, please hit the subscribe button below. Okay, so I want to talk to you about mean girls. Like, either we've been the mean girl or we've experienced the mean girl, and what the Bible tells you to do and how to deal with the mean girl. So I'm just going to give you seven lessons or 7 steps on, like what to do or how to deal with the mean girl. So the first step or lesson would be to pray for them. The reason why I say pray for them, I mean pray for them. Don't pray for their downfall. Don't pray they get hit by a bus like Regina George. But I'm saying pray for them because you don't know what they're going through. You don't know like what causes them to act that way. Because like I hear often, and I believe this: hurt people. Just like heal people. So you want to pray for them and ask God, to heal whatever's broken within them. One scripture in the Bible that I reference, Matthew chapter 5, verse 44. But I tell you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you. That's very important. That says a lot about you and your character. So the first one, pray for them. The second would be counter the hate with kindness. And I say that because, we know like an eye for an eye leave the world blind, and it really solves nothing. Like, where are you getting by doing that? For example, in the movie Mean Girls, Katie Heron, she befriended Regina George, and she knew Regina George was this like messed up person and she was really mean and whatever, but she was being true to who she was. She didn't hide that, but Katie was secretly being her friend. And deep down, she really, disliked her and she wanted to ruin her life, so you don't have to meet hate with hate. It really gets you nowhere. And by the end of the movie how that played out. But a scripture for that, Proverbs chapter 25, verse 22. It says, when you're kind to those who do you wrong, in doing this, you will heap burning coals on his head and the Lord will reward you. So the third would be to just stay away from them. Stay away from them, avoid them at all costs. I say that because when you're with somebody and you hang with somebody often, people external looking in thinks birds of a feather. By default, regardless, they think you're just like that person. But also, if you remember when Katie hung with Regina, she was this innocent girl, and then she became more and more like Regina. So that spirit passed on to her. So she became this negative and mean person that people started to hate her because she became 10 times worse than what Regina was. So a scripture for that, Proverbs chapter 14, verse 7 says, stay away from a fool, for you will not find knowledge on their lips. You don't find knowledge. You become just like that person or worse. And that was a perfect example in the movie.
Janice Ian Dyke. Who is that? I think that's that kid Damien.
Yeah, he's almost too gay to function.
That's funny. Put that in there.
Oh no. Maybe that was only okay when Janice said it.
So number 4, don't argue with them. I mean, I get it. Okay, you're not a punk. I know. It's hard for you to bite your tongue and to not say anything when somebody's testing you. I get it, right? Use your hands. No, use your hands. Use your hands, it's okay. And I got a scripture for it. Proverbs chapter 26, verse 4 says, do not answer a fool according to his folly, or you yourself will be just like him. Again, Katie became just like Regina George. Even her friends around her as well became just like her. So, that person has a lot of influence on you. And I remember a quote by what's his name, Cindy Portier. He said that when you run with somebody, you either go at their pace or they run at your pace. Choose your pace. Don't follow. Be the influence. Don't be under the influence. So number 5, don't hold a grudge and give grace. I say extend grace. If you want grace, extend grace. Move on, let it go. Don't be bound by it because it'll hold you down. It'll weigh you down. You'll be sitting here thinking about that person and what they did to you. And that person is gone, free as a bird. Ain't thinking about you, moved on with their life. Ain't thought about what they did to you. And also, you know, forgive as your Father forgives you. Like, how do we expect God to forgive us and we don't forgive others? You know, God, looking at that, like, he's not pleased by that. So the scripture for that, Proverbs chapter 19, verse 11 says, a person's wisdom yields patience. It is to one's glory to overlook an offense. Yeah, it hurts. I get it. Just get over it and move on. Some people don't have happiness or joy to give you because maybe they're miserable and they're going through whatever, but you can't choose to sit in that misery. You just gotta learn to forgive them. So for number 6, you want to ask God for guidance and wisdom. And I say that because sometimes you don't know what to do. I know if you really think, oftentimes we think we know what's best because we operate in our own flesh and our own thinking, and you know, we just like our way is just gonna work, right? But seek God, ask for guidance, ask for wisdom. And a scripture for that would be in James chapter 1, verse 5. It says, if any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to you. God will answer you. He will give you grace. He will give you wisdom. And he will be proud to know that you chose to seek him first. Or seek God first in anything you do anyway. But yeah, ask God for guidance and wisdom. Number 7, be still and know God is God. In Exodus chapter 14, verse 14, the Lord will fight for you. All you need to do is be still. Simple. Be still. The Lord will fight for you. He proves it in the Bible over and over and over, how he fights for the righteous. So just trust and know that God is God and he'll fight for you. But that finalizes the video. Those were all my steps in dealing with a mean girl. Trust me, I've dealt with multiple mean girls. I've been a mean girl. But, you know, just try to overcome and extend grace and remember to forgive as we ask God to forgive us. All right, hope y'all like that video. Please return to my channel. If you haven't already, please hit subscribe below. Peace.